plans and how are you celebrating the Valentine's Day with your family, friends, and your love? Becca Solutions, in collaboration with Sammy Flex TV, has done it again. It is the Vows Day special in Dubai with Sammy Flex. Coming this 9th to 16th of February 2023. Minuyaba, with a lot of experience on the desert safari, Dubai Front, Atlantic's water park, Dubai City Tour, party in the club, and the yacht party. Now for your yes, also the romantic dinner party. So package when you na yeah 13,000 Ghana cedis. So person new will be each dime back one. Nasa one kwana person would die at 14,500 Ghana cedi. Pick your phone, call us and book us now on 0243 514 732 or +971 559 494 061. Habibi, have fun with love.
Me did young antechwa and maybe I'm discovered for Europe. I come a for Ghana. No, me used to tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. Easy, convenient, fast, and sounds so free. Won't you share? Me discover ye my pimp. Tap send. Intienne. Also download the tap send app. No, ever mobile phone so free. Let us see come busia for Ghana for na. Tap send. Papa no.
Everybody check now. Check it. The beat is real. Don't will make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Green select glucometer, check it. Sugar level, check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Emre tudo nani etena ka mu kwantin akotonyo mabegu ye shop mu se ubenya ni nyina ofako enno so ya asem foforo owo so to mfa sika swane ne mpatemu anase achimota lapas ekosi nsawam. Jimmy Dale is your one-stop shop distribution for wholesale and retailers. Safa drinks, insure, enyane, anasa ade bia wo pe bia. So wo koton ko ade a ene bia wo se wutu a eye Jimmy Dale. You can locate Jimmy Dale Ventures at Giga Junction inside Soto or call us now on 0208-920-996. Jimmy Dale Ventures, the official sponsor for Sammy Flex TV.
All right, so here in Ghana, whilst we are still thinking about Meek Mill and what he is doing around us, I'm even asking, is he here or he's gone? It was a debate I was having with Roland Amate today, earlier in the gym. Roland thinks he's in Ghana. I want to believe he's gone. I don't know if someone also has.
He's gone.
Roland says he's here.
He's gone. I think he's gone. He's not here. I'll be surprised if he's still here. the way he is, he won't stay inside if he's here.
Yes.
Just judging his
that is also another point.
Yeah. Judging his behavior, he won't stay indoors. He will be somewhere in, I don't want to say Nima. or Kaswa. Riding or Kaswa doing his riding thing.
So how come his going was silent? The way he, once again, the way he is.
Yes.
How come his going was silent? Like we did not see him at the airport. We did not see him with maybe bloggers. We did not. Because after the concert, I think that was it after the concert he went to the Jubilee House?
No, I think he went to Jubilee House
before the concert. So after the concert, then nothing has been heard from him again.
Yeah.
What does that also tell us?
Just after that, I think he moved and then we saw the videos. So I think his concentration was about pushing the videos and stuff, because just after the concert, all that we saw when you follow his social media, all that you see is about the experience that he had in Ghana, and then pushing videos and all that. So I think his concentration was more of his experience in Ghana, and then the project that he's about to release or push. And that's where this thing came in, and then he started also talking about it. So for me, I think he's not in Ghana.
He's
for
gone.
Sure.
Derek, you also think Meek Mill is gone?
Well, from the look of things, I will say he's out of Ghana. The tweet even doesn't seem he's in Ghana.
Yeah. Oh, the tweet?
Yeah.
Sure. Doesn't seem he's in Ghana. Yeah.
Like I don't know how. I didn't know how. That's how people do it.
That's like the way Ghanaians are bashing him, the way the negative comments are coming. I think if you are someone like Meek Mill, a caliber of him, you feel some pressure. Which one or the other, and you are still living in the pressure. So you have to find your way out. Then you know how to manipulate things. So I think he is not in Ghana at the moment. I won't believe he's in Ghana. Because bashment is another thing. Yeah, the bashment. Ghanaians had you. Yeah. We say so. Say this is the time for us to bash you. Hey, and I think say he has suffered a lot, and also
but for him to come, delete and apologize.
Exactly.
It means he felt.
Oh yeah, he really.
But still, some people still think he has done nothing wrong, or the act. Okay, let me put it that way. Some people still think the act is nothing to be disturbed about or to be worried about.
Brother, one way or the other.
You have not spoken about it, so maybe we will use this opportunity to get your opinion. What do you also think about it?
Brother, for once, I think there's nothing wrong with it. Even I condemn his apology. There's no need for him to come and apologize.
Really?
At all.
Why?
Oh no.
At the time that people were bashing him for
we are looking from the front view. By behind the scene, there's a lot ongoing. Because the president or the ministry have had this initiative, December in Ghana, beyond the year of return. These are all packages to welcome the people from the diaspora. So when they come, they need to explore, network. And these are all part of the networking sessions that is opening, the opportunities open for them. So when they come, they have all these packages. Meek Mill is working with Akufo-Addo's daughter. Which one or the other? No, that's the creative arts industry. She's from the NFE. National Film Authority. Yes. So he's working with him. And that will give him the access to go to some places that you think he cannot go. Or probably it's not right for him to go. So with all these initiatives to welcome them from the diaspora, you have to have these opportunities for them. And these are some of the opportunities people are enjoying. We've been seeing pictures of our celebrities. I was telling Chemu that.
Which of our celebrities?
Shatawale, when they took pictures at the back of the coat of arms over there, Samini, stuff like that. Fine. They were given the opportunity. They decided to take pictures. You gave me the opportunity and decided to take a video. Everybody, and you demanded at a particular point in time. Into no opportunity, he thought, say, this is what I'm going to use my opportunity for. Once we now, then we say we want to take a picture.
But that opportunity used, do you think it was used rightly? Someone can get an opportunity. No, wait. What I mean is that in this world, someone can get an opportunity. Do you know some of us, even sitting here, is an opportunity?
Exactly.
All the platforms that we sit on, they are all opportunities for us.
Exactly.
But are we using the opportunities rightly? That is the question. So I can sit on TV right after TV because I think I was on TV. I start looking for women because that is an opportunity that I've gotten. Would you consider that as using the opportunity well?
Here we are talking about music factor. Music factor.
I'm talking about
content creation. Yeah, musically content creation. Yeah, and then he decided to capture a content over there at that very point in time. You two decided to take a picture at that very point in time. So content-wise, he has gotten his content. And he thinks he wants to use the content to portray the culture of Ghana. One way or the other. So to me,
the culture of Ghana.
One way or the other, I think...
Chemo just asked the question.
I was answering you, man.
Oh, you didn't hear what you said.
One way or the other, no? One way or the other. Jamo,
You didn't hear yourself.
no, Jamo, one or the other, it's a Ghana thing over there, a Ghanaian thing over there. It boils down to Ghana. So one or the other, no, we are projecting Ghana. And to I mean, for once, I see no reason with it. It's the presidency that gave him the opportunity, and he decided to use that opportunity in his own way to get the content.
Okay.
Yes. So I think Meek Mill, that's what I'm saying. The apology, you know,
It wasn't important
for him to come and apologize to Ghanaians for taking video. We Ghanaians allowed him inside. So why are you apologizing?
Okay. Chabo, are you still worried about why people are not seeing anything wrong with that act?
Yes, I'm worried, and I don't know why. I'm tempted to think that it's because of our ideologies and politically where we stand. It's more like some people just want to defend because they politically and ideology-wise they belong to a certain faction. And if they admit that it's not good, it's more like you are saying bad thing about that side. So we have to defend. And then the other people also, okay, this is an opportunity. Let's just bash them. And politically, we may score a point. So we are losing the fact that this thing that happened is going against every Ghanaian. The kind of respect that we want the outsiders to see us in. Like, we should represent ourselves well. You can't just do anything in the name of showing yourself to the other side and you want them to see you in a certain way. I mean, if we stretch it, hip-hop as it is don't have that huge respect even in their space, or let's say their culture. When you go to America, yes, people do hip-hop, they have a lot of money, but the version of hip-hop in Ghana would be like ghetto boys doing their thing, or street guys doing their thing. It's allowed, but there's a limit to it. You can't take it anywhere. The same thing with the hip-hop in America. They accept them to do those things, but there's a limit to it. Hip-hop stars and other people, they even struggle to do certain things in America. I'm not saying that maybe some people will say they are not treating them fair there. Fine. But there's a culture and a limit to things that you can do. And they should stretch it to us as well. Nobody will have issue if he was doing this in the street of Kaswa.
No.
Nobody will have issue if he was doing this even somewhere else rather than the presidency. And that thing we should, have some kind of, dignity, some form of respect for the
value,
place.
yeah.
Yes. And Akufo-Addo will not stay there forever. So if he leaves, whoever will come should also continue in that way. President Kufuor has done something about traveling to Ghana and trying to, invite people to come here. And I will urge everybody to go and watch that video. It's online. Traveling with Kufuor, he did it with a CNN reporter. And see how they did it. The person went to the at that time castle because the Jubilee House or the first house was not ready there.
There was a castle.
Yes, and then they even did a parade for that guy. But just look at how they received him, the greetings, trying to teach that guy. It was a white guy, how our culture is and how you should behave, and we should do the same for these people. We should be rather trying to let them absorb what we believe in and how we behave, instead of them imposing something that has a lot of negatives on them. The bullet thing, the FU thing and all that. I don't think any society will accept it as it's okay, let's do it.
A normal thing.
It comes with a lot of violence and other stuff.
Knowing its influence and impact.
Of course. So you can't just accept it because you just want them to come in. They should come in peace. They should come in a dignified way. And some of them have come in that way. We can mention Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is in Ghana, and some people may not even notice that he's here.
Yeah.
But I bet you, when he goes out or when he returns to his place, he will talk about what he saw in Ghana and the experience. Steve Harvey came in, did a fantastic job, and then went out there and also talk about Ghana. He even did some of his shows here. And that's what we should be commending or promoting, for people to come and do something like that to have better impact. Not just coming to show the hip-hop culture that is killing a lot of people in America. That's not what we need here. We want them to come here, but they should leave that one in America. When they go there, they behave like that. So when they bring it here and not anywhere but the presidency, it's a form of it's a disrespect to the highest level. And I'm so sad that people will just defend that. For the security issue and other stuff, in fact, the whole Ghana security is, I don't trust it. So just presidency security, that will not be my issue. But the symbolic disrespect that is happening is where my concern is.
Okay, Ro. Yes.
Yes, I mean, to me, it is about certain precedents that we are setting, especially at this time, that in the long run, it will come back to bite us, maybe in the near future.
Okay.
I cringe when I hear people saying, oh, we should just leave them because it is part of the packages they are bringing, foreign exchange. Do you know how much we get from the year of return? Like, so because somebody has some few dollars to spend in your country, you think
the person should poo-poo on you.
It is enough. It is enough for you to open even the highest door in your country to him to just misuse it. I am saying misuse in this context because the content in which that place was used for has no connection to whatever we are trying to preach. It has absolutely no connection. In fact, if this was even a collaboration between him and a native, it will be understood. Okay, this is the level at which we want to go. It is not only about the person selling himself or just trying to have a piece of us, but it is a collective decision between us and the person, whereby we even suggest and partake in it fully.
Okay.
Because I'm sure if he had made his intentions known properly, it wouldn't have been even the shoddy work that was done.
Yeah.
But then there would have been other recommendations. And do you know the kind of exposure that the Meek Mill will be giving to Ghana, and especially the Flagstaff House?
We have even paid money to CNN to advertise us before.
Which
one will give us that exposure?
And I shock. Okay. So because of exposure that this guy is going to be, are we saying that the highest edifice in the country doesn't have that dignity unless Meek Mill endorses it? Is that what we are saying? And if we don't control some of these precedents, you would see in the near future, it will happen that some people will come and they will refer us to today. And that will be probably double or 3 times what we are seeing in the future. And we might not be able to control it. So yes, let's put some premium on the place. Let's put some premium on the place. Let's not make it so easy. You see, if we should make it so easy, and especially if somebody has not done anything meaningful or beneficiary, and it is just on the basis of they are bringing foreign exchange, so they merit that color, then it is dead on arrival.
Okay.
It is dead on arrival. But if the person has been able to establish something, has been able to contribute something to your country or to your society, then I believe that, okay, that person probably would merit some of these things. Because let's check the number of people who have even had the opportunity to even go to the presidency, much less taking pictures or footages with the president. These are no mean people. Excuse my language. They were not just handpicked from the street to say go and meet the president.
Baby.
These are people of dignity, people of huge character that people revere. So yes, let's not be too cheap and say because they are bringing in foreign exchange, we should just leave them, or they are going to sell the place. So if we really want to make Ghana a tourism destination country and we want people to help us sell it, for crying out loud, the National Museum is there. How many tourist sites don't we have aside the presidency? So are we saying him selling the presidency will automatically confirm.
Did you see a video, a photo of him going to the castle?
No, I didn't.
And they said he's here to promote what?
You see, and I am asking myself, okay, so is him promoting, and the excuse that he gave, and they don't show this on our media, like, yo.
How can he change that?
Eh.
Can he change that? Or he thinks that video will let what the Western media would put out positive about Africa?
I shock. So you see, and even the content in which, the manner in which he used, even the opportunity that was given him, will not even amount to anything, especially positive to the conversation. Because yes, if you want to sell the place and you sell the place in this manner, speaking about your personal stuff and not throwing more light on even the thing that you are trying to sell, then where is the use? Where is the connection? Okay.
That is the story so far. Meek Mill versus Ghana, Jubilee House saga. That is the story. Me officially introduced
on the latter side.
Look at this, very funny. This is TG Omori, aka Boy Director. He's a popular video director, music video director in Nigeria, and he says, Jubilee House, we are coming. Of course, he would also need the space to shoot his videos. He has been shooting all Ashake videos for him. So far, so very good. And he's one guy that I'm loving at the moment. Big ups to TJ Omori. He's doing something right in the area of music videos. No two ways about that. Yes, so officially, I welcome my people. Intim Dodu Solomon is at the extreme end. You can call him Chemo. And Derek Money. Today is his birthday, so please be nice to him. Today is the birthday of Derek Money. So if you are watching, please be nice to him at least. If you want to even tell him something, wish him a birthday before. If you want to give it to him, woto, just wish him a birthday before you can give it to him, woto. Roland Amate is also here. He is also one of our pundits, event publicist. Derek Money is a journalist, publicist, a talent manager as well. Roland also doubles as a talent manager. And at the other side, Digital Rasta is called Currency Handling Camera, which reflects is the editor director of the show. Emmanuel Fowila PG producer. Gideon Neelam Tessin is also our creative director. Now, still in line with Meek Mill. So I'm asking that how come there wasn't any movie related activity that was also championed by the Year of Return activities? Like, we did not see movie festival because people came. There were actors, I want to believe.
Sure.
So how come we did not do anything movie that would also capture the minds and attention of the people? Roland, maybe you are into event more. How come we didn't see anything like that?
You see?
In the movie world, let me say this. Apart from Kobirana, and even with him, was he able to do his thing?
Yes, he was able to premiere his movie. That was his personal production.
Yes, I know he came to me for publicity on CTV, but as to whether he was able, because after I have not seen any material from it.
Able to do. In fact, he's done so much.
Okay, so let's put him aside. Like you said, even his was like his personal thing. How come the committee, December and GH, nothing movie came up?
So you see, it is just a focus on one direction. You see, it saddens. It is very sad that sometimes we try to sell an agenda. Meanwhile, we are almost tilted towards one direction.
Almost.
Yes, almost. Because yes, some people let's say if you are to divide the whole industry into 3 quarters, you can get about two departments only benefiting, and the other one being at the back end, like the movies we are talking about. So you realize that when from the inception of Year of Return, most people that have been vibrant are musicians. Because
the things that we are doing are about them. So obviously they will be vibrant.
Exactly. So
how about the movie stars?
So this brings us to the kind of...
Do you know I saw Jackie appear at Afrochella?
I saw her too.
Yeah.
I saw her too.
She came there to have fun.
Oh yes. And you see,
she should have been on some red carpets for some movie premiere, some movie festival.
This is the kind of dirty, unpopular politics around the movie fraternity. when you talk, they will tell you, oh, we are working and we are doing this, we are doing that. As it stands, there is supposed to be, or it should have been part of the plan to make sure there is some, even a certain form of documentary about even the year of return and everything that it entails. Since we are looking at making this a long-term project, right from the inception, let's make sure that the moment we try to preach something, because it involves the whole creative arts industry, let's make sure every other person or every other sector in the creative arts industry is involved. So you get the football fraternity even going to the World Cup, donning the year of return paraphernalia.
They did, oh?
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
They did.
So that's why I'm saying you divide it into 3 and you realize it is just some few sections that are proactively benefiting. But other ones that are not so active and are down by politics, because as it stands, the NFA, which is the National Film Authority, the ASOC, the one, they have so many groups in that fraternity. And this group, today you go, this group will be fighting. Even the NFA, the Crampo, as it stands. The last time I checked about the movie sector.
Should that be a problem?
So you see, that's what I'm saying. The last time I checked in the movie sector,
Because I still don't see that to be a factor.
They
Why I'm not seeing that to be a factor is, come to the music industry, and we also have problems.
That's what I'm saying.
Even among the musicians, they also have problems. Artists are fighting managers are fighting artists are fighting themselves. Exactly.
I'm saying that if the NFA, even in finding a suitable name for the movie industry, took them a whole year.
Because of how they wanted to do it.
And you ask yourself, to what relevance? Even after getting the name Crampono, what has it benefited to the cause that we are trying to drive? You understand? The bottom line is they are sleepy. That is the bottom line. Because if we are to say that, oh, we are just preaching Ghana as a tourism destination country, therefore every sector is involved. And I tell you, people from the music sector are alive. And they are not alive because it is the committees that charged on them.
Because maybe they got official invitation to be part of the process.
Before Afrochella, an institution like Afrochella was charged to bring about 20,000 people from the diaspora into the country. It is because they've proven themselves. They were able to do first, second edition before the ministry thought it wise that, okay, during the year of return campaign, one of the events or one of the sectors that was able to hold that agenda or help us push that agenda was this. So assuming when the initiative was launched, the movie sector also were like, okay, as part of projecting or just adding up to whatever we are trying to preach, we are also taking it upon ourselves, or even some of groups no matter a certain groups takes it upon themselves to say that, okay, we will be in charge in shooting every documentary that has to do with the year of return. So any personality that gets an invitation through the ministry on this basis, we will make sure that something is being documented. The persons, even if it is the person moving from airport car to Cape Coast Castle, and that is it, we will just capture
Document
that
it.
and add it to it. I am sure this thing will even push some of the hands in the ministry to know that, okay, moving forward, we, aside charging on even the musicians or people in the music fraternity to help us push this agenda, you guys have also availed yourself. But as it stands, they are not even done with their petty politics, much less looking at a national agenda. And the only thing they are concerned about is getting a name which will amount to nothing.
Okay.
So for them, it is sad they are sleeping. Because as it stands, aside I think there was a certain movie that was launched not long ago when they were touring the country with it.
Which movie?
Oh, I've forgotten the title.
They were touring the country with it.
Yes, they were touring the country.
Whose production?
I've forgotten, but it was championed by the National Film Authority.
Okay.
Yes, they were touring the country with it. I'll research and get the title. They were touring aside that, even that one said whatever happened to the tour and how far they've gone is still a mystery to the whole industry at large.
So you wanted the movie people to be proactive?
Oh yes.
And they were not.
They've been sleeping.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright. Do you also think the movie makers were sleepy? Reason young anything movie with December in GH? Because apart from Kobirana, Honorable Boko in the Premier Crown, it was obvious. Because of previous issues.
Yeah.
And what happened? Are there not movie stars in Ghana anymore? Are there not movie production houses in Ghana anymore? Are there not good settings or locations that they could have shot someone or two with some of the people here? This Meek Mill Burna and could be a movie not in the 2 months. Could be Peche.
Because he's independent.
Peche. So why were the movie people missing in action in all these? I think this question we will need to extend it to them.
Yeah, sure.
We will get one of them to ask this question. Jacqueline what?
Our own Jackie.
Is the name Jacqueline?
Yeah,
No.
Jacqueline.
Yeah, Jacqueline. Yeah.
It's Jacqueline.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
For the surprise birthday gift.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it. And I'm also considering
David.
yeah, behind the scene.
Jackie, they're
Yeah,
very
behind the
coded.
scenes,
Yeah.
And
She also said she wanted you to work on change your phone. Hey, replace your phone as well.
Oh, thank you very much.
Into one first can I mouse back with you. May come what he. On first can I mouse back with you and back on top now.
Before business.
I say okay so phone I hear no. Into now yes I send you over to me. I replace your phone. And then yes so the cock could chew a noom. Now the back on top powder. Actually. Yeah, thank you, Jackie. Yeah, I also thanked her on your behalf already. So,
Sure.
big sister as well. Yeah.
Well, I think this has exposed the effectiveness of our movie industry. Actually, I say the
I like
movie
this point.
industry is not effective at all.
It's non-existent.
At all.
No, I like this point.
Yes,
point.
At all.
This has exposed.
Yes. I yes, skate industry. Yeah, no more movie. That's how I movie industry.
Oh, but even wait, you're correct, you know. Even if it is skit and they do it well, you know, someone can premiere a skit.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
don't say skit and make mockery with it.
Yeah. Last time I think say the movie industry is effective, and for about 4 years or maybe 5 years coming up, you must say movie industry. There are so many inches and the activeness no end yet very well, because if you look at the coming of or the ending of Ejaku when Ebabe Suomuno, we saw the movie industry and how lucrative it was, how people were jeering to it. Now we say the patronage Ghana movie, no, now Kohona attention it me shift to do Kumasi, that's the Kuma for normal so most of the time now you hear Jacqueline, my friend saying Jackie piano with the major the Nigerians now. I want to attention.
Yeah, that collaboration was tight.
That collaboration and the attention is shifted to Kuma because they were doing extremely well with their comic staff. All of a sudden, who say you movie industry could be. I feel collaboration with Nigerians now. The Ghanaian movie industry now, Kasana, your friend Kuma will do so. So now, where is the movie industry? We don't have a movie industry assistance now. That is one thing. Beyond the year of return, any December in Ghana, the movie industry was not friends or more participation in because if they are not laying down good structures, they don't have friends saying good machines. They don't have structures, machineries, and now say content creation and say that you're solid. How are they going to gear into December in Ghana? Because
But you see, Derek, interestingly, there are some producers who have movies in town.
Oh yeah, that's true.
A gentleman, I did not save his number, unfortunately, just hit me not long ago, telling me about the fact that he wants to premiere his new movie. The movie features some of our top stars. And check the movie. The movie is of standard. It's of class. So all these people, why? Why?
I think say.
I think the first punchline you gave is it finalizes it.
Oh yeah, everything.
Where is Actors Guild?
Where is Actors Guild?
Where are all the movie association?
5-pack and then
If
Where are all these guys?
That's if National Film Authority, acting.
And they were part of the committee planning this whole.
Oh yeah.
Maybe one day I would have to meet for and ask him. There was something they were doing called the Joseph Project. It was even part of this whole year of return staff. The Joseph Project, they were supposed to go shoot it somewhere in Barbados or so. Yes. And I remember Katrina Feku era.
Okay.
Yes. I remember even at the time, there were talks for us to even go to Barbados. Foreign knows better. The Joseph Project was a movie about which was going to talk about slavery and all those things, and that was when this talk about Year of Return started. And not even a movie festival, a single one, movie night.
And one fact and why a woman say contributed to the death of our movie industry was when I covered by you started BB theaters, but still not movie industry was very stagnant. There were so many complaints from organizations, groups. Say it's about time you need to open theaters, sending out the movie industry, so a bit Juma, but still
they were not listening. And also my actors, actresses, productions for no be producers relax because they were not getting us. They think say if they're able to do a production, that's what mean premiere and so much in film. Now then what am I doing? So these are all factors. I think it's about time at the creative art ministry. So it's me setting up because yet me a movie industry. It's say the movie near crowd now quite novellas now it's so popular now and this is I think say I like this the angle we are discussing. It's a wake up call. This is a new year 2023 we should wake up now your movie industry and bounce it back because it's been a while our call hibernation into sorry that what that
oh my yeah what that and I think say the ministry any other organizations they need to team up. No one bringing back the movie industry because yet to me I enjoy foreign content forever. Go see the bay.
We would have to look for the top actors and top producers.
Yes,
to be asking
then we ask them these questions because
I think it should be one of my agenda.
Yes, it should
I'm
be
going to get some of them together and ask them questions.
Yes,
as to why as part of the activities for the December NGH, not even anything movie.
To be comna and some information boom. But some there are a lot because I am doubting the reason why in Tia Kufobe NFA acting president. Now activities when you went to me for film phone every room. There's a lot ongoing behind the scene. Maybe or probably you might not know. It is all true when you on a young dinkoma. Bet me be so me.
Okay, perfect.
After Afrochella, there was a poetry festival which was championed by Afrochella.
And it happened?
Yes, and it happened over the weekend.
So even there was a poetry festival?
Yes.
And movie, nothing happened? Yeah. Chamo, what do you think might be some of the issues?
Yeah, I think, first of all, there's no motivation in there for the filmmakers. As in, they were not so sure if they can make money if they do something like that.
Hey.
They may not have enough money to even do something like that. That's one way. So the better way will be to help them or motivate them in some way, like financially. If maybe the tourism ministry or creative arts ministry can just commission them, who can come out with a better idea for documentary or a movie. Maybe we will go into partnership with you. Me, I don't like the free thing. So produce a movie, let us show to the people who will come, or let us even involve some of them to be part of the movie so that we can sell to the world. Okay. And through the experience that they will have here, then we will be making progress. But if you leave it to the filmmakers, the film industry as in Ghana is not that vibrant. Like people are not really making good money in terms of feature films. Yeah. Just the likes and the co's doing their thing on YouTube, they are making it. And it will not be a bad idea if even the creative arts industry or the tourism collaborate with people like Likey, Lil Wayne and others to also come out with their own movies, the way they will interact with the people like Meek Mill and others. It will be nice. But I think our creativity and motivation for us to do better for our people is lacking when you leave it to the creative arts industry or the institutions that we have. And when you leave it to the individuals to do their own things too, the motivation is not there, and the risk involved will not motivate them to go in that direction. So I think it's pure for the individuals. It's about motivation. They didn't see the opportunities in there, and for the ministry, I think they lack creativity, or they lack the agency to do something.
The drive.
Yes. Whether they do it or not, they will still get paid. They will still make their money. So why should they worry themselves? Because going through all this thing is a hassle. So if it will not make political sense for some people to push them that Charlie, do this for us because it will make us look good, then nothing will happen. So I think that's the case. If individuals were in the position that if you do this, we will make money, then they will do it. They don't need any motivation. So if the institution can realize that, well, individuals don't see the opportunity, let's help them see it. Because if they do it once and it goes well, they will not need to motivate anybody again. People will just come in there because there's cash, and they will cash in from there. And so I think we are lacking our institutions pushing people to see certain opportunities or even initiating it. Because you see our tourism ministry or institution, they are trying to copy something from the Dubai people, because Dubai, they have a YouTube channel called Visit Dubai. And then we have a YouTube channel called Visit Ghana. And then Dubai is under the Economic Department and Tourism. And in our case, it's under the Ministry of Tourism and Creative Arts. So they are trying to copy them. And when you go through the channels, you can see that thing. But the Dubai people are doing more, and the Ghanaians, you can see they are doing less. Their last update is about 2 months ago. But you see the Dubai one, and you see that even yesterday they posted. Like you see that they are working hard, and they are even working with people all over the world. Like you see a video saying that celebrating with Roger Miller. This is where the world celebrates with Roger Miller. And then you see Roger Miller featured in the video for Dubai channel, for instance. So people who love Roger Miller and the experience that Roger Miller will talk about, they will obviously go and visit. And if you can't get people like Meek Mill to do something like that, but he can go to presidency and do his own
misbehave.
Thing. Yes, what are you talking about? So I think we have the opportunity, especially when they are coming down like that. There are a lot of things that when we approach them, it will not be difficult for them to accept to do it. And we are not taking advantage of that, and instead doing something else and more politically inclined, motivated to do something just to score political points. I think that's what is killing the whole thing. So for the movies, us not seeing anything, I'm not surprised, because the motivation to make money there is not so clear, and the institution is not empowering them or pushing people that no, come in, you can get something. In fact, we will finance even the initial cost. When you say they should do that, then it will turn political. The directors who belong to us will get the contract instead of the competent and ready people who can make sure that the work is done. So that's our problem, and I think we can do better. They are coming, and I don't think they will stop. Something interesting happened, I think 2 years ago or something, before COVID. I think the year of return before COVID, yes. A lot of black Americans were coming in here, and apart from the musicians that we know, there were reverend ministers, social social activists, those people were really coming, and I KSM had the show, like the KSM show. We created a segment just for them. It was called KSM Show Special, and we were featuring the Reverend Minister, the social justice warriors who are coming from outside the Black America, the diasporans. We just had a show for them.
And this is someone who has taken advantage of the
whole
situation,
thing. Yes.
Yeah.
So, if our people are really working and like they are on their toes, they want to do something for Ghana, as we have the opportunity now because they are coming. The creative space can do a lot of things with them, but not the way that Meek Mill is doing things and people are supporting it. No, we can shape them. We can let them talk in a way to make us look good, make them look good, and even feel comfortable coming here.
Yeah.
Instead of what happened, and they should do better. That's what I would say. They should do better.
Well, to the movie industry, we wish you guys well. I wanted to say shame earlier, but I've decided not to say it again because
don't say it.
I won't say it. I just pray that you guys can do better because this is an opportunity for you guys to cash in.
Yeah.
This is an opportunity, and it is not late. They say better late than what? Never. Now that this is being discussed, another December is just some 11 months away.
Yeah.
It will come by the blink of the eye. It will come. So you guys have to just be smart and start preparing. Like shoot the movies down. Hey, people were just looking for places to go during the December. People were just looking, just add, like Roland would say, add some different feelings to it. That's it. Add some experience to it. And they'll just be coming. Say it's a movie, it's a that, and I put them together, and people will just come. You can go and do it in a park, just do publicity. You can even sell your ticket in advance.
Yeah.
Do wonderful trailer, like something that someone would want to watch.
And you know something.
And there are people who can even come here, and if we expose our movie industry to them, they would want to even come and invest.
Yeah, they want to be
exactly
part of
what I was about to say.
Oh, Charlie,
you see, there is I don't know if it is a film school or film village B.
It's collapsed.
On the Volta region area, road so on my down on side.
What's the name of?
Gallywood.
Gallywood, yes, Gallywood.
And you see,
no, it's collapsed.
You see that as young time that one is something that like we can use.
I know the man who started that
for something
that project.
Something really good to even which will be beneficial to this course. But then employing the services of influencers. We have so many influencers in this country, especially people who are vloggers. So we get people from the diaspora. We make sure that we champion all these influencers to make sure when they come, we will make them accessible to you, make them like shape them, give them some kind topics for them to talk about and interact with them.
We want to change the narrative in Ghana, but we don't want to shoot movies. And we think music alone can do that. No. Movies are more even powerful to change narrative than music.
Far.
Yes. Movies are more powerful to change some of these narratives than music. A word to the wise is enough. We've taken it from the north now, so it is no more in the north. It is enough. Let's be quick and start working. I think it is not late. Someone can still start working out something and they will cash in. They have to just think smart and that'll be fine. Stonebwoy has said something. And when I saw it from my producer, I said, I said, my Stonebwoy, I can. It is something that if you are not careful, because you're crashing. Because you are also trying to move with the flow. Stonebwoy was talking about Snapchat and what happens there. I'm shocked he did not even add TikTok. And I know he did not add TikTok because the Snapchat thing is serious than TikTok.
Oh yeah, that one is true.
The Snapchat thing there is like pornography. It's like pure prostitution going on there. Huh? Sometimes me I chance on some of them and I go like, really? A woman can openly put on display her BJJ. Chamo is serious oh?
Yeah. No, Snapchat today.
Other apps they will block you. Snapchat.
Yeah, say you to subscribe it.
Yeah.
We show video to ya.
Yeah. People have
Snap,
premium, yeah,
premium
accounts, and there's the subscription part and the free one.
And the can looks like there is no solution.
Because
I wonder what we are coming to talk about.
At this age.
So let's read what Stonebwoy is saying. Let's read it. Maybe any solution. This one says, things I see on Snap don't inspire me no more. Show the youth some real life struggles that they can relate to. That way they know they are not alone in their struggles. Things I see on Snap don't inspire me no more. Show the youth some real life struggles that they can relate to. That way they know they are not alone in their struggles. And this particular post from Stonebwoy is so loaded. I'm sure he did not want to say this and that and that and that. He did not want to do that. So he kept it simple, short, but I know all the things he's talking about. One, he's talking about people who are just flaunting flashy lifestyle on Snapchat. It is one of his worries. That is what they are doing. And Okohwa, everybody is a rich man. Everybody is a rich man on Instagram. So pay. Poor man know the Instagram.
Audio money.
And Charlie, one she here. Okohwa be say, "Hey, ode unkan we ase one because the life people are living there. Young girls smoking, having the videos like smoking even a hundred picture. Hey, so Stonebwoy is sad for nothing. Because nothing will happen.
You see, it is the hard truth is nothing.
Or maybe we have to just talk someone to get some. We will get one person.
Yeah, people like him should talk or be real in their dealings, and some people will appreciate it. That's how it will be done. But trying to say that others should do it or start doing it, it should just, so somebody like Stonebwoy, people will see him as a successful person. In fact, in the industry, he has done enough for us to say that, oh, this guy here has succeeded in our space, and he's part of the top guys in this space. So how did he do it? That's where we were preaching the documentary thing, the kind of lifestyle they live and all that, in its raw form, or in a way that looks real than the music videos that we see.
Okay.
In that way, some people will be motivated by it. Okay, Stonebwoy say well, easy. He went through a lot, talking about it, how you do your things, even a day in the life of Stonebwoy.
Yeah.
You can do something like that. The places that you go, the meetings that you have, going for a performance, sitting home with your kids, playing with them and all that. That kind of thing will motivate some people to know that that the thing is not easy. You just have to work hard enough. When you have the opportunity, then you may also succeed. So people like Stonebwoy can take the initiative and even do it without saying it. And some people will take inspiration from it. And then others will maybe join him or they will do their own thing. As for the fake life, it will not stop. Because some people think that they cannot genuinely make it. But they want people to see that they have done enough in their life. So they will fake it till they die. They cannot genuinely make it. To them, not that they can't, but to them, they are thinking. Some people, when you talk to them, they are always giving excuses. Why I can't do this, why I'm like this, why I'm like that. So those people, if you see them in a fashionable way, but you know that they have nothing, they just feel good to deceive you that they are okay. So those people, you can't do anything. So they will continue to do their thing on Snap and other stuff. They will show flashy things, but they don't have anything. Pressure. Me who show pressure. I post pizza and so they will continue to do it. But if you genuinely do something for people to know that you go through certain things to get where you are. Some people will also take inspiration from it because they may see the potential in them, or they may see themselves like the way they are coming is like how you started. So they will take a route that knowing that okay, one day, me too, I'll get there. But others, you can't do anything. It will happen. So we just have to talk anyway, hoping that some people will
Someone
hear
will
and
get
then
it.
change their minds or do something else with their life.
A bad you. Bro.
That's what they talk. They will talk. But you see, it is since it is subjective and a personal decision. You just leave it to chance or hope that it happens or it touches somebody. One, if you should check most of the successful people in our society, it is, and the way people respect them or the kind of followership they have, it is mostly dependent on the fact that people can connect their struggles to their story. So you see people lying on the ground for somebody like Shatawale, lying on the ground for Stonebwoy, lying on the ground for somebody like Sarkodie. It is not because now they are huge and they just want to be fans of these people, but it is because even the message that the people preach are
In their
things
songs.
that they can relate to.
Their daily life.
Their daily
That is what
lives.
is being captured.
Yes, that is what is being captured. So you realize that, yes, even though they can see a huge gap between them and the people they are following, they can still feel some form of connection between them. And that is what Stonebwoy is talking about. In fact, Stonebwoy goes around with his grills and all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
With his chains and ices and all that. But then, even in his message, or the things he even posts, the things he preaches, it is not about the way he looks only,
Okay.
but how he can also connect to you, for you to know that he is even from where you are coming from,
Or where you are.
or where you are. So don't also give up. And that is what Stonebwoy is calling for. But the sad truth is that where we've gotten to, it is difficult. It is now almost impossible for you to tell somebody this is not true. Especially if it is on the internet. It is
Snapchat.
almost impossible. And it is not, you see, it is not only with Snapchat. It is because the other platforms have
Some restrictions.
some restrictions.
Yeah.
And that is why Stonebwoy says he's not
Which is
inspired.
and you see, it will not change anything.
I'm sure, do you know the realization he's got into? He's got into the fact that, okay, he wakes up and he'll post on, say, Instagram. Stonebwoy is an ardent Twitter person. He tweets, he posts on Facebook. I'm sure when he goes on Snapchat, he doesn't know what to even post. Because the things he posts on Instagram, when he posts on Snapchat, like they are alien. That is not the materials for Snapchat.
I had a friend who was so pressured and addicted to somebody like Showboy until he got arrested. See, this my friend can buy data of about 30 CDs a day for a whole week just watching Showboy snap, like just to data, just to go and
Or
snap.
trends or ability.
Like, and he's always pressured by the lifestyle man was living. Not even thinking of how the guy made it, or even got to that position. Hey, me too, I forget so. Hey, me too, I forget so. Hey, me too, I forget so. And that is the modern day and age that we are in. It is just subjective, and so you just leave it to hope and chance that yes, if so, this is even a clear indication to people like Stonebwoy and his colleagues that yes, they have a huge task on their head. Because you see,
And
what
unfortunately, Stonebwoy too can't talk to his colleagues to stop.
no.
I see.
Hey, people are living fake life in a tankers. And you see, it is almost impossible again, because to some people it gives them some form of satisfaction. So what gives somebody satisfaction here? How can you preach to the person to stop? It is difficult to. If somebody is doing something and people build houses, and under normal circumstances, houses that are supposed to be private areas, which is why when we even build houses or rooms, we add gates to it. So people even don't know some of the corners. Now people build houses and they do openings. They show corners of all the houses. You realize that it is what is giving them satisfaction.
You sit in economy. Now when you are getting that,
you sit in first class
and take a picture.
The rest of me try back. Champagne glass. This is sad and interesting like that, and we pray some people that will be touched by some of these commentaries will have some form of renewal and also know that we will be able to differentiate the realities from the fake. Okay, Derek, are you on Snapchat though?
Yeah.
When was the last time you posted there? I know, right? Oh, you're lying. How you can't tag 100 people?
Tag nation.
Oh, you cannot tag 100 people. Yeah.
That's I mean, I think Stonebwoy, I like people who address issues, especially when they see say it might have negative impact on the society. I like people like that, and I think Stonebwoy is one of them. The Stonebwoy these people I like so much. That's I mean, I think Stonebwoy episode say how the influence of social media on the society that is taking over our Snapchat. There are so many things more. It means people are living fake life. And then people are also enjoying the fake lives people are living, and others too are copying, which is having bad influence on the society. Sana Stonebwoy has studied the app now,
okay,
because he's putting more emphasis on Snap.
Yeah.
Not other social apps.
No, he said Snap.
Yes. It's more or less like they've created a category. If they are quite to say it's a porn site, because if you pay, you can go and see people nude. You enjoy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And these are people you know. It's not as if like people some foreign.
Like if you subscribe to somebody's premium Snap, you enjoy it.
No, what I mean is these are people around us.
Oh yes, people you see are.
Hey, society.
These are people we know. It's according to Stonebwoy, well, he said these are not helping, or this won't help our youth, especially because they see our top phone. That's all done with this Snapchat and that Google Play, and I say I una walk on, and once I log in, only age restrictions we are on, and people are going there.
And every day too, they put in new filter.
What I say?
Just to
lure you, entice you to do more. And I think the problem is how we access our internet, how useful we use our social apps.
Education, no.
Yes, because if you are not getting the education now, how are we using our social apps? Because Obi the Facebook will make money. Even though Obi was Snapchat or the making money.
Oh yeah.
So you want now what are you making out of it? So at the end of the day, so Obi call no nude. That's a nude na influence. So Obi call no Obi fake lifestyle. Meanwhile, you know the person, how the person is living, but of course snapper. But some boys eat me go KFC. Videos from the big grown. Who are there to pressure mouth.
And the crack is in one go to
One go to. No chocolate one corner no video susu. Near money caption. But also, oh no, not all the pressure air too also. But it's about time your education, knowing how to use our social apps very well. Because the application be more bisca. That's all the same, and I say the problem is the brewer. I think it's about time we need to settle that differences. Because by some snap media, no matter the situation, it will be property
will be up. I'll also be making the money. So you can't restrict the person. Any category will be creating. And I think with the law, no, he's been backed by law. He has all the law requirements to penetrate or better still operate. It will be very difficult for us to restrict the apps. But how are we, the users, using it? And only as them no. And the Stonebwoy and what hatch and the woman here cost for her.
Well, I've subscribed to his stuff and he doesn't even post much there. Unlike someone like Shatawale is a snap, he's a pan. One day he can post like.
Stonebwoy mostly replies to people's comments. Stonebwoy mostly replies to
but
people.
He doesn't post.
Yes, he barely posts. Maybe whenever you see Stonebwoy post is when he's on the move. That is when he usually posts on Snap. But usually on a low like this, he usually does text and reply to people's comments when they comment on his stuff.
Okay.
Yes, wrap up one interesting thing is he say among all the apps they use Snap and the data. The consumption is very high.
Oh yeah.
Is it true?
Oh.
What do you have to prove?
It depends on what you are doing.
No, what do you have to prove? What do you have to prove? I've heard people say this, but what do they have to prove?
Check me data. Let me so Snap. Me ko ho until na me need time ho. Before me ban data me check here all money am warning.
50%.
50%. And 100% me dey ko ho no within 2 seconds. 50%. I'm like really.
I'm not sure, but if I have to guess, I think it's because of the filters, the applications in there.
Yes.
Because when you go there and you want to use filter or whatever, it will process in a way, and when it is doing that processing, it will take
more data.
Data to do those things. So
I've also heard people saying Snapchat.
It's because of the video and the filters and the stuff.
Wrapping up on, I would say Stonebwoy idea. So what me I hear who say this social app now, the way a man for a year or no, to not have the youth, especially. Now, when we say, what's me about it's about time. Those who are using the app on Snapchat, they need to know, say, we have real life and we have fake lifestyle. Cost war, and you know, and Slenny and Numini, if you need me open, that's what we're going to here. As a wara.
Obi ne app. Our person the woman for another website to help people called the OnlyFans, and the idea of OnlyFans was
you mentioned it some time ago.
Was to just if you have something unique, you can put it there. People will subscribe, pay for it before they see you.
Something what?
Before, like any unique thing that you have, then before they realize the porn people took over. So when you now when you mention OnlyFans, porn will come into your head. But people are there teaching, doing other stuff like cooking, recipes and all that, but we don't see them there. Now the OnlyFans is for the corn industry.
Okay, thank you guys. Still here on Showbiz Daily Live on Sammy Flex TV. Remember to join us every day. And if you are abroad and you want to send money to Ghana, use Tap Send. Get the app on your phone today. Make sure your family, your projects, everyone is receiving his or her money through Tap Send. I also have information that they have once again sponsored Ghana Music Awards USA, and they will be doing their nominees unveiling very, very soon. So it's looking good. Shout outs to Don and his people. Don and his people in US. God bless you again, and thanks to Tap Send for coming on board to support this. And we are still advertising, reminding you that our Dubai tour is still in motion. We have not stopped. We are still moving. So if you want to be a part of it, why don't you give us a call and let's start discussing it, because this is what we have to do, come what may. Now, Samini has written a letter to his high-grade fans. It's a lengthy letter. Let me see what I can do. Maybe I can jump some and read some. That is the letter Samini has written to his fans. And when I'm done reading, I'll ask my people what they think about this letter to high-grade fans who are fans of Samini. I think they should be one of the long-standing fan base we have in Ghana, because when his issues with Shatawale started, it was one of the fan base that was very strong, always fighting Shatawale and his people. Even at the time, there wasn't anything stronger like Beam Nation and Sack Nation. It was more of High Grade Family and SM Empire. Hey! Roland, me, I know more High Grade. And then, aha, me, I know. Aha, and then, and on my crossing carpet. On my crossing carpet from High Grade to SM. But they are all good, man. So Samini is not happy about something. Let me see if I can capture it in reading within some few minutes and get the views of my people. He says, "Dear High Grade family, I'm highly disappointed by remove. The energy you all spend fighting each other and arguing with each other over who loves and supports me the most, who knows me longer, and who is my most loyal fan can be channeled into a more positive campaign if it is a selfless encounter. Some fans, after getting close enough and getting management and the artist's personal attention, the level of entitlement rises from fan to team member. LOL. This makes a fan suddenly feel like they have the moral right to suggest and sometimes impose ideologies on the artist and team on how to run things. All I know how to do is create music and perform it to my fans who value me and my craft as such. High Grade Family is the oldest and longest running fan base in Ghana, but as a fan base, can you be honest and tell me if you really put in your 100% like other camps do? You are on Facebook shouting, but you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel. Neither have you ever shared or liked or commented on a post to promote the brand. You shout for music videos, and when the artist drops them, you don't even patronize it as you shout. LOL. I'm not your regular internet artist, excited about likes and trends and followers, though they set the tone of the day for hype and mediocre. I'm from the days where you only had to come to shows or watch TV in hopes to see your favorite artist. I come from when you couldn't suggest anything to me, unlike today's Twitter and Facebook games. Let's let the artist be the artist and the fan be a humble and genuinely loving fan with no ulterior motive. I come from when we used to sell cassettes, and some of you fans today can testify your first encounter with my music was your mom or dad's Dankwansri cassettes. LOL. I appreciate you for growing up to follow suit what you were born into. Individual fans, both old and new, have expressed concern about separation in the camp and fans having personal issues with each other and are scared that might cost me a great deal of fans. My response: real fans are real fans no matter what, and they don't interfere with the muse. If individual differences will separate wolves from sheep, I will definitely be the one laughing in the end. I don't get time self to read over this piece because I'm a bit emotional and in following one artist and in disbelief on how a so-called family following one artist can be this divided. How can I possibly address all my fans' concerns and please everyone? I can't do any music if I focus on that. 2023, let's push Samini and not our egos as most relevant Samini fan, else you would have to drop singles soon. On a lighter note, I'm planning a low-key sitting. Who are the Jalabia boys and who are the underground fans? No. You guys, No. Let's not fight, please. Date loading soon. And because Roland, you come from that department, let me ask you what you think about this letter from Samini to the fans.
Pastor, I think it's been long overdue. Like, watch it.
In putting out this letter?
Oh, yes, watch it. The collapse of High Grade Family hasn't been today. I think the genesis was when some executive like some fans, very known fans of in High Grade Family, like he noted, started getting closer to like managerial camps. That was the genesis. But then, you see, it is not only a problem peculiar with High Grade Family, even with other camps self, it is so. But what you realize with other camps is that sometimes people are able to call them to book, keep them in check, for them to know their place in the whole space. But what happened with High Grade Family was that some people
had so much power to the extent that they were almost like the right hand man of the artist. Until Okashi said they are unti.
Or feel it too powerful.
Exactly. And some people also had that feeling of the fact that they like no one started this Samini long.
They are the Jalabia boys.
Jalabia boys, no.
Mala Miskoki.
Yes.
They are the Iskoki, Mala
Miskoki boys, no.
Oh, fake Malam, Iskoki.
Genuine. They were the Jalabia boys were known as the attack boys of the camp. They are the ones that supposedly were showing the true love, like the true fan love, including being a fanatic. So even when High Grade was having a banter with SM, anytime you see attack from High Grade, it was mostly with the Jalabia boys, because they knew the camp proper, since where it started from, and which people even came to join at the latter. So that was where the division came. But on the part of the artist, I think along the line, Samini also lost touch of his fan base. At a point, when people started drawing his attention to the unnecessary politics happening
in the camp.
In the camp, he was supposed to, at a point, address them and let some people who were supposedly growing horns, know their place.
Know their real size.
Their real size and their real position in the camp. And that was another thing that added up to the death of High Grade.
And he decided to ignore.
For some reason. Perhaps, like he said, he was so much concentrated on what he was doing as a musician. But along the line, the fan base conversation moved from people who were just ordinary music lovers to cult following. So when somebody like Stonebwoy decided to give that kind of umbrella, that kind of assurance, whenever even he's speaking, you hear him mention Beam Nation. You hear him bigging them out, shouting them up, making them feel part of their success. Sarkodie always in his speech constantly mentions his fan base, whether they are directly involved or not. That acknowledgement gave them that satisfaction, that that sense of belonging, that the person even recognized our effort, whether little or small. So at a point when the camp was divided and the attention was not so much on the principal, Samini, again, he also lost touch in even giving them some form of credence or something. So they realized that, okay, so about half or more than half of them decided, okay, the person that can give us that sense of belonging, that can appreciate our effort even in the little. Besides, it is just like a branch of the same tree, which is Stonebwoy, and we wouldn't be far from the family still. Since Dada himself has blessed and endorsed him, it is not a crime for us to go and follow him. And besides,
So you think most of them branched to follow Stonebwoy?
Plenty.
So Samini lost his fans to Stonebwoy.
Plenty.
I see.
Because you see, as it were, right after Stonebwoy, you see, Stonebwoy inherited the war between Samini and Shatawale.
That's true.
And out of that, most of the high graders decided to fight for Stonebwoy because he belonged to the camp.
And that was when your man also left them hanging.
So it was through that process. It wasn't conscious. It wasn't a conscious thing. But it was because, and along the line, some people also felt like, okay, so when Stonebwoy and Samini also started having issues, now the people that broke off to support Stonebwoy fully were feeling reluctant to come back. And the people that remained with High Grade now were also seeing the people that broke off to support Stonebwoy some way as two-faced people.
Because they were not pushing the Samini agenda
anymore. Now everybody has turned to become a big boy. So that is it's like Samini.
So you blame him in even what is happening?
Yes, he shares part of the blame. because as for the fans or the fanatics and their politics, they will always come. They will always come. But sometimes it takes you to address the heads in order to send some of the message down. But if you also neglect as a leader, besides, they are not just there because they love your music, but it is because you're also giving them some sense of belonging and satisfaction. If you the moment you cut that thing off, they find the next available person that can give them. And as at that particular point in time, now you see fan base and camp, when the fan base thing was very vibrant, it was the norm of the day. So the next person that will give them that kind of recognition, they will just jump and grab it.
I see. Derek, have you also read the letter, and what do you think about it? A letter an emotional letter from Samini to his fans. He says he was emotional, so he couldn't even edit what he was writing, and Roland thinks he was part of the problem.
Oh yeah, we're a game part, bro.
I get
it. Yeah.
I beg, this is Coco before some people would think that Sammy Flex it is Coke. I'm hungry, so I needed something, but I didn't get any special cup.
It's Coca-Cola, not Coca-Cola.
It's Coca-Cola, okay. It's Coca-Cola. Guys, you can show them, let me pour some for more. Because I believe somebody, what is he drinking in that cup? You know,
we have for the plan though.
These cups, when you drink stuff from it, this glasses, when you drink stuff from it, everybody knows.
These are whiskey glasses.
These are whiskey glasses.
That's a bit what to know.
So I just came to a realization that
yeah, it's true.
I beg, it's Coco, it's Coca-Cola.
That's a bit what to know.
No, it's Coca-Cola. I'm just showing them. I'm just showing them it's Coca-Cola. So,
So what if the
that's
first
what I'm
one
drinking.
wasn't and the second one?
No, it is what it is. Derek Yanko.
I think that Samini Akasa, the best advice as a leader would give to the fan base now. So it's been a while, because I think he was trying to say almost 13 years down the lane, the hybrid family now have been in existence. And we have the likes of some record labels here, and as artists we are part through the record label, the likes of Kofi Kenata, the likes of Stonebwoy, who are all part of a hybrid family. It's a very huge and a big family. You have the likes of Dion Boache, who's also part
they all came through.
he also was
Kaki.
So it's a big family. Ultimately, some resistance in Ache.
So Kaki also took some of the fans.
Exactly. Well, and you know one thing I'm affecting the baby now. Fina and that rule and can watch it. If this is the time he has come of realization, say, my fan base needs to use that energy to support me instead.
And come together
and
first.
Come together.
Yeah.
I think say Ache. A bra who say there are some artists moving from the camp, and that was the time he needs to realize say
they will go with
he's
some
losing
fans,
some things. That's the first thing they so better. But the moment Kaki be free, Kaki also take part of your fan base.
Kofi
Kenata, Stonebwoy, Dion Boache. These people, the more they are going, they are also taking fans because you have people who love them because they are part of hybrid family. Some of them generated fans out of hybrid family.
Yeah.
So the moment they are moving out, for the love of the game and the way the fans love them, they also follow them to wherever they are going.
Derek, you know why somebody like Rude Boy Rankin has a lot of following on the streets? It was because of his affiliation with Shatawale. But even after breaking off, it did not affect the SM movement like that. Because of Shatawale's constant touch with his fan base.
Another good point there.
But moving forward, I think that Samini needs to organize the fan base now. Because now, they are ginseng.
He says he's going to have a sit down with them soon.
Yeah, because ginseng will be in a divided attention and then with interest and positioning. Because some of them feel like, okay, the SM fans, I have a very strong person who are the SM fans, I'll get certain opportunities. And normally, so when you are working with the fan base, they look out for your effort, how you are positioning yourself very well. Because over the attention between Stonebwoy, Shatawale, and then a high grade na air bar.
That's I mean we can all attest to the fact say for some years now the Shatawale and the Stonebwoy Dino are too much. I say the Samini fans and I say the name Samini. No, it's about the side that it position fans on different level. So everybody will rush to where Albania the limelight, where it's going to get attention, where it's going to get the mention. That's why we have so many people from fan base, joining other fan bases. Because they want the exposure. And they want to be heard. Yeah, they want to be heard. And if this fan base is very vibrant, why won't I join? So many broken homes. Fan bases. Yeah. Another good name. Oh yes, broken homes are to fan base. But Samini have been in the system for so long. I think say that was so many in the home for once. But I'm many near call the fan base never that much. He thought like they are fans, but fans are not just fans. A fan idea or an argument may change at any point in time, knowing the type of person they are working with. Okay. And to Samini, I think say yeah, so realize it. And who say no, this is the timer. And was said to me, if a friend say keep fit club, we're not organizing the fans thing. You need to gather them. That's my keep fit club. Oh yeah, or keep fit. Friend say high grade family now. One word the other no. I say egu. Emuye by how vibrant it is, comparing to other nations. Rockstar crowd fan base crowd since first high grade now.
But Rockstar doesn't have any organized fan base like Samini has.
But Obomu a bit me agent so by high grade for no. But I mean at times.
Said very slow.
Very slow. So I think say what me as a leader no we recognizing our band who say this is what I'm going through. And when you're musician, you are doing music, fan base boy.
Yeah, you need it.
And boy, you need it. There are so many artists, fan base now support you in terms of production. There are so many promotion. Yeah. There are so many artists that want to organize events. We have fan bases that want to support you.
I think I'll even mention SM Empire.
Sure.
Just ended Freedom Wave concert. The fans did so well.
So you see,
they did so well. Hey, shout outs to Fushket, flexxnewspaper, Saviola, Dreamline. Hey, they did so well. At the point they were organizing themselves like these people come from here, these people come from here, and they were all part of the machinery that was able to fill the Accra Sports Stadium.
Yes, they know their position.
Yeah.
The merit of fan base.
Yeah.
They know the bar. Internet say what coming. What like when the hosuna na be ban hosuna. This is the time or I saw organize them sharp. Because the fan base is going to help music wise. And I also educate you because most of them don't have that idea that online YouTube subscribers now most of them. Until this is the time I want gather normal medication based on how I make me streaming or make me promoting the YouTube channel or make me creating content even around him. These are all content. If they're able to create content around him, have a team. The fan base, this set up a team. Create a content around him. I think so on your collaborate here. Didi, no swear didi. So fan base need didi now so didi. I think say we all live happy ever after.
All right, Jamu, you can wrap up on this for me. Yeah, let's see if you can touch on the last one before you close.
Yeah, sure. This one I'll make it short and I'll take it from different angle. When Manny mentioned this is Gimpa English, I thought he was going to go that direction. I don't really think that Samini needs his fans for his music. I think he is preparing himself for the political battle, and this is a way for him to test his political ideologies and how he can control masses and all that. So yes, I think this meeting that he is calling for is more to test his political prowess than gathering his fans again. I think he has lost touch already. It's been so long, and if he had any interest at all, this is like it's so long for him to try to reorganize his people, but he's doing that to test his other ambitions or the areas that he wants to go. And I'm so sure that like the days coming, we will see more from him politically than even musically. And these are some of the ways for him to come and look at the kind of message, the demeanor, more diplomatic. I mean, you can see that something is going on that he's not happy with. And a typical musicians, the way they talk, I mean, this is more diplomatic, trying to tell them that it's okay, don't fight and all that.
Still
it's
be
more
diplomatic.
Yes, more diplomatic and stuff. And me, I'll suggest to him that he should go a step further and do a video, and it will have more impact than the writings. Because I mean, even those of us who like writings, if we read the first 2 lines and it's not so into what we are into it, I'll stop reading.
And it was lengthy.
Lengthy, yes.
Yeah.
So I will advise him to do video, and I think he will have an impact. It's a good way to start his political career.
Wow. Okay, finally, just some 3 minutes. I think our time is really going exhausted, and let's do this in just some 3 minutes and wrap up. Burna Boy has said something, and I want to know that if music is now going to be like that for especially the top guys, what does it mean? Is it a good sign or a bad sign? So Burna Boy is now telling us that even in Nigeria, where he comes from, now he sees himself as someone who lives in Nigeria, but apart from that, musically, he's not making money from Nigeria. And I don't know if this is good or not. Richie, let me read it. He says, I'm from here, and I live here because I love my home and my people. In no past like that, I don't make money from Nigeria. Not only cruise day here. And someone came to reply that by they promote African culture, but they deny your own motherland.
No, it was a reply to.
Yes, a reply to the guy that, but they promote African culture and they deny your own motherland. On a showbiz as usual, laughing my ass out. And what he's saying, it's not as if he's being proud or he's showing that he is now organ. It is true. Most of the top musicians from Africa, now where they are really making money from is not Nigeria. Is this a good sign or a bad sign? Roland, let me start this with you, and you guys should summarize this. Our time is up. Let's run away.
That's, I mean, it is relative. You see, it can be, you can see it as a bad sign, but if you should put it on a business table or bring it to a business conversation, you realize that it is a good sign. The bottom line is he winning? Is he okay? Yes. Will the Nigerians that they are claiming for him to be winning in Nigeria, would they wish he succeeds? Yes. If yes is their answer, then they shouldn't bother where he's succeeding from. Because at the end of the day, even if he's not making money in Nigeria, he's not denied his nationality. He's not denied where he's coming from. He always hails where he comes from, whichever platforms that he steps on. I remember his interview with Trevor Noah when he got there. In fact, man could have just changed into his British accent and just try and start flowing. But he was speaking pidgin. Typical Nigerian with a Nigerian character, and even asking why they serve other people differently, and when he came there they did not give him some treatment and all that. You understand? So it is like that. So me, I don't see it as a bad sign, but rather I see it as growth. Because if he's to only concentrate on in Nigeria and say I want to win only in Nigeria, then it is almost like telling himself what they call the local champion there. Yes, and that wouldn't even be like make him excel. The only time you see somebody excelling is when the person is conquering territories. Okay. And that is what he is doing. So if he is conquering territories, or you wish him to conquer territories, then know that the more territories he conquers, the more the money would come from there. And if Nigeria is just a single territory and he's conquering other 20 others, then you shouldn't be bothered if he's making money out of Nigeria. It is normal.
I see. Derek, quick one there. Let's run away. Our time is up.
So my thing said the hard truth is always difficult to talk. But when you talk, you are good to go.
Derek, money in the hard truth. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's I think he said the truth. No doubt about that. That is it. Because let's ask ourselves, how many shows does he play in Nigeria? Most of his shows all goes outside Nigeria.
That is true.
From US.
But all the aridness.
All the aridness, his feelings. It's not in Nigeria. Meaning there's another external source which is giving him money, and he knows.
But is that okay for the future? Like, because I'm just thinking about something that all the top musicians from around the world, okay, maybe from the West, beyond the fact that some of us here will buy their tapes, will stream their songs, their home base, no matter what, they were champions there. But now our story is that our home base, and especially most of the top African artists, their home base, they are not like real champions there.
But I mean, you know how our systems work.
The other day, someone told me Wizkid was struggling to fill a stadium in Nigeria, and I was shocked.
It is because of the understanding of the music business and its drive in our current dispensation. So you see, even when Samini was talking, he was referring to, and me, I come from cassette days. I come from this cassette days. We don't subscribe. Cassette days, we don't stream. So if you want us to remain in that particular ideology, or
no,
that
he didn't
system,
say he should remain in that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you want us to still relate ourselves to that kind of system, then we even streaming your song for us to be the highest streamers of in your analytics will be very difficult.
Okay, you
talking about is it good for the future? I think with the future, nobody knows what the future holds for us. But in as much as we are all business minded when it comes to music or musically, you know how to position things. So your friend is saying how we don't know much about how the system Nigeria works, especially when it comes to event organizing, how they are paying artists. We don't know, but for our understanding or better understanding, let's bring it down to our local here as in Ghana. The way are near Meko, we know how event organizers at times struggle even to get artists built to perform. At times you see event organizers with huge sums of money chasing an artist, but because of the schedules of the artist, he cannot make it. These are all signs telling you people are ever ready to patronize our artist product. But how are artists also ready? Because I can boldly say we have money in our system. We have money in our system in which our artists can really feed on the money we have in our system. But no matter the situation, since we are doing music business, other international gigs will come, most definitely. And the international gigs will come in different currencies.
Okay.
That is the difference. So after melting the currency to your own currency, you see, say, whatever you are doing here.
Chicken change.
That will let you tell us that you are making money outside than your country. So in as much as you are doing music business, you experience this. And this is what Burna Boy is experiencing. He's getting more international gigs, more international collaborations. Even when he talks about his YouTube channels and stuff like that, he's getting more views or what hours outside, which is really helping him. So I think it's the hard truth, but he has said it. We need to embrace it and accept it. Then we, the event organizers, locally, we need to work on progressing how we are going to position our artists when it comes to building them to perform. They are business-wise. We take the show aside, we check the business aspect of it. Because if you are able to do all this within our system, I think we will grow an industry that will benefit both the artists and the event organizers.
I see. Chamo, close the show for me.
Yeah, I think the guy tweeting or the guy's comment was, you are promoting your culture, but you are denying your motherland or something like that. So the first aspect, the guy admitted that Burna Boy is doing his best when it comes to represent his people or the culture. But the second aspect, that he's denying his people, and I don't know the means that he's denying his people in this case. And I will assume that because they are not playing there.
No, recently something happened. The show that he was supposed to do in Nigeria, that he said they did not give him the logistics he wanted. Coming late and telling them, So I'm sure that was what the guy was fighting about.
So, and then the reply is on point. I mean, that's the truth. He's making more money outside than his motherland, and that one nobody can argue. That's the truth. So the thing is that either he has to sacrifice to satisfy his people, or he do more business, make more money, and come and enjoy with his people.
That's why the cruise for them.
And obviously he's doing the latter. He's just enjoying his money with his people.
Nigeria with a cruise.
So obviously he's enjoying his money with his people, and I think at this stage we should be satisfied with it. In the future it may change, and we don't know how it will go because of the system that we are in now. The way that we are no more doing cassette, people are not getting access to the music the way they used to. So things will change. Now it's digital, online, and elsewhere or where he's making more success, they get access to the thing
internet
easily, more frequently than his own people. So marketing wise, I mean, he should concentrate making more money from there than coming to his own people. And in his case, it's working. So why would you want to change the winning formula? Some people are also making it in Nigeria.
Yeah.
They will call those people local champions, and they will make good money there. So he should, the people there should enjoy those who are local champions making money there, and should also push those who are doing it elsewhere and even representing or pushing the culture to other areas. So I think it's a win-win for anybody at all. It's not like there's nobody making it in Nigeria as a local guy. No, I believe that there are some people who are making it, and those people can fill the stadiums and other places. That may be the Wizkid and then the Burna Boy and Co may even struggle to fill that space. But there will be local people who can easily do it. It's because that their trade and how they market themselves. It's for the people. And then the Burna Boy and Co is for the abroad or people outside. It's like football. We have the local players entertaining us locally, and then there will be people going international and also represent, but in another form. So I think there's nothing. I don't see anything bad about the future or how it will go. It will depend on how the market will shift. If the market shifts in a certain way, now the market is out there because they are producing the platforms to market. So if our own people can also produce platform for us to market, I think it will shift to us. The focus will come back to us, and people will make money locally as well.
Well, Omonaija, this is for you. Make sure your people are still with you. They will go and make the money, come back and cruise. Yes. But the more they cruise in your country too, it means the money is coming back into the system, and someone will benefit from it one way or the other. Special thanks to everybody for making today's show happen. In Team Dodo Solomon, Chemo at the extreme end, and the birthday boy, Derek Money. Oh, where's your glass? You don't have a glass. You don't have a glass. Oh, I should give you this one to hold. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Alright, so that's it. Tirula Namati, Digital Rasta Currency on camera, Richie Flex, Emmanuel Forila PG, Gideon Nilam Tessin, and of course to you as well for watching. God bless you. We want to read from you. Share the link with your people. Like our videos. My name is Sammy Flex. I'll see you when I see you. We are out of here.